Hey, what's up, guys? It's Brendan from Best Life Weight Loss, and today's bike vlog, I want to talk about diet and exercise. Now, you have to understand, for the most part, these go hand in hand, but I will say, like, you can have a diet where you're consuming less calories than you're overall metabolically burning at just a resting rate, and you can lose weight from just having a diet. Because weight loss is literally defined by calories in versus calories out. You burn more calories than you intake, you will lose weight. That is the scientific definition and basis of that. But that being said, it doesn't work just without the diet. You can just go crazy exercising and not lose the weight. I've had friends tell me that. I've got one in particular. I'm preaching that, hey, you've got to change. And it's not so much just changing the diet. Yeah, changing the diet is going to be good. More nutrient-dense foods, more protein, more fiber. All of these things will help you succeed. But you can eat similar things to what you're doing now as long as you're controlling the amount you're intaking compared to the amount you're burning. You know, I have a buddy, he's a fucking McDonald's fiend. He's like, oh, McDonald's got protein. You know, he loves his McDonald's. And I'm telling him, that's fine. Just start tracking. You know, I've preached that from the beginning. You don't have to go crazy in the beginning. Identify where you're at. Identify how much, just with the diet you have now, identify how many calories you're inputting into your body. Because by doing that, you can kind of make a chart to see, like, okay, so I consumed, with the regular diet I had, fucking 3,000 calories. And that, for the average person, is going to be way too much, you know? And you don't really understand how many calories every single thing has. That Starbucks drink, that soda you got, there's so many calories in that. And it's those little things. If you're not tracking, if you're not looking, if you're not observing and knowing how much you're putting in, then you can exercise like crazy. And exercising is great. And your body can feel better. But the actual numbers and the weight loss, it may not show. You know? You can see these, like, the power lifters. You know, they train for strength, not aesthetics. They bulk up so they can have a lot of energy, a lot of mass, a lot of strength. They're technically exercising. That fucking 600-pound deadlifts and shit, that is exercise. But they're always maintaining a calorie surplus for their strength, and that is why they maintain their giant bellies and their big bodies. The idea of your weight loss journey is you want to lose fat. You know, I'm sure that the way I'm doing things, I've lost a lot of muscle as well. But I was so big that for me, and it's going to be different for everyone, but for me, I felt like it was worth losing more fat and maybe some muscle to get into a smaller frame overall. You know, this smaller frame, I might end up trying to put more weight on to build muscle, but I still feel like I have so much extra fat everywhere that I can still turn that into muscle, you know. But one thing I maintain at least 6 days a week is a calorie deficit. And you cannot achieve a proper calorie deficit with exercise or bodybuilding and training alone. It has to have a diet plan where you know exactly how many calories are being put in your body. If you don't know what you're putting into your body, you don't know how much you need to be burning to be in a calorie deficit. And the calorie deficit is 100% the way you are going to succeed and achieve your weight loss goals, you know. And I'm going to preach it 1,000 times. There's a million apps. There's so many different applications you can have on your phone or your computer on different devices where that allows you to input your calories into a calculator or whatever. It tracks all that. It can track all that shit for you. I like to see everything, so I just use my notepad. I literally just log in the calories that I eat, and then I know the bike tells me a certain calorie input that I burn, and then I just use Google and I factor it all out. But there's so many different tools you can use, but you have to track the calories. It's the diet. You know, I do the bike 6 days a week, 2 hours. The cardio is insane. But without the diet, it would just be a crapshoot. It would be something that would be unknown. I wouldn't know how much I'm burning, how much I'm consuming, you know? So I could have a healthier body and not maintain or achieve the weight loss that I want. Yeah, I want my body to be healthy. I want to be strong. I want to feel good. But I also want to be just a smaller human being overall. You know, I like where I'm going. I like how it looks. And it's only achieved by knowing what you're putting in, what you're putting out. You have to track it. Without that calorie deficit, you know, without understanding the calorie deficit, you know, and like I said in the beginning, you don't have to go crazy into the calorie deficit. You can have a calorie deficit of 100 pounds. Not 100 pounds. You can have a calorie deficit of 100 calories, 200 calories. As long as you're starting somewhere and losing a little bit over time, you know, if you're losing fucking 1 pound a week, that's godlike. Some people can't even lose half a pound a week, you know. But if you're going through months and you're losing 4 or 5 pounds a month, that's perfect. Because when you lose weight fast, you can gain the weight fast. You know, being in a high calorie deficit for too long, it's gonna make or break you. And for the most part, I can't go days, you know, 500, 600, 700 calorie deficits all the time. Yeah, I can do a couple here and there, but you're better off maintaining proper nutrients, proper fiber. You're better off trying to eat foods that are nutrient dense so that you're consuming less calories while maintaining a fuller feeling. And boom, you do that with the exercise and you will find the fastest, most effective way to your weight loss journey. Like I said, you can exercise like crazy and you might not see the fastest, the best, or the greatest results. And you can have a diet where it's just the diet and you're seeing results, but it's also not gonna be the fastest or the most efficient. It's when you combine the two. You can have the diet without the exercise. You can't really have the exercise without the diet. But when you combine the two, that is when you get this key to success. That is when you get real sustainable weight loss. And remember, you know, you can have the diet and you can have the exercise, but without the commitment, the dedication, and the discipline that you have to put forth, it's still unobtainable. Remember, these videos are literally just little tips, little anecdotes that you just put into your weight loss journey to help you succeed, to help push you forward. You know, there's really nothing new in this video compared to the calorie deficit video, other than the way I'm wording it and a little bit more just nuance on what's going on. So I hope you understand the point of this video, and you know, you gotta have them, try and combine them both, and you gotta track what you're putting in your body. Hope you start your weight loss journey today and stay positive.